Morning everyone, the bluebells are out and today we're capturing and editing woodland photography. So I've come out to my local woodland area. If I'm looking a little bit bleary-eyed, that's because I had to wake up at 5 AM this morning to get out for sunrise. But glad I'm out because it's a fantastic morning. The sun's coming up just over there, and as you can see, we've got these amazing bluebells carpeting the woodland area here. So I'm just having a little wander around, looking for some nice compositions of the woodland area. I've got my 24 to 70mm on at the moment on my Z7. And yeah, like I said, just looking for some good compositions with the trees and the path and the bluebells, and hoping that some of this nice light is going to illuminate the woodland floor and really bring out the colours in those bluebells. So the composition I'm working on now is going to be just here. We've got this nice windy path, which I'm hoping will take the viewer's eye into the photo. And we've got trees on either side. This one here, I don't know if you can see that right now, but that's going to be the main subject. And I've got my 24 to 70mm on, like I said. I'm at about 55, 60mm at the moment. I'm at f10, ISO 200. That's giving me around about 1/8 of a second shutter speed using aperture priority mode. And if I focus on the big tree, like I said, at f10, that should give me enough depth of field so that everything's in focus front to back. The light's coming in from the left up there, but it's a little bit obscured by the trees at the moment. So it might get better, I'm not sure, but I'm just practicing at the moment, getting shots, seeing what works compositionally. And yeah, just trying to get those bluebells in at left and right, and we'll see how that comes out. I'm finding myself mostly using my 24 to 70mm lens at the long end, so at the 70mm end, and sometimes wanting a little bit more reach as well. So I'm switching to my 70 to 200 and seeing what shots I can get with that. Okay, wrapping up now. Got some shots I can work with, I think. The conditions weren't perfect this morning. The light wasn't as good as I'd hoped. Didn't really get the low golden hour light coming through the trees. I think that's because it was a little bit cloudy. And you always kind of hope that you're going to get misty or foggy conditions for woodland, but didn't get any of that. But you've got to work with the conditions that you've got, and I think I've got some shots I can work with, so I'm going to head back home now, get the shots on the computer and see what we can do with them. It's always great to get up early, get out for sunrise and get into the woods. I really love it. It's always so relaxing, so peaceful and quiet with the birds singing. And at the moment, with all the bluebells out, it just looks great. The whole woodland floor is just covered with that really vibrant blue colour. And the only problem is I didn't really get the conditions that I wanted. I didn't really have any particularly dramatic lighting. This time last year, I went into the same woodland area and I got shots like this. So it was quite strong, low sunlight. Again, it was sunrise, and that was really creating some nice backlighting, which just added a little bit of dimension to the images and a little bit of interest. And I also didn't get the really cool misty or foggy conditions that are really great for woodland shots. And because of that, there's nothing really interesting in the image. The lighting's a little bit flat, and you kind of need the fog or mist to separate the background a little bit to really help you create a more dynamic composition without all the clutter and the branches and things that are in the woods. Having said that, I was happy with some of the compositions that I got, and it's always good practice just to get out and take those shots so that when you do get the conditions, you can always go back and you can set up straight away and get that shot. And I really enjoyed the morning anyway, and I'd just love to be out taking photos. So here are a couple more that I picked out. I'll put them on screen now. So that's nearly it for this one. If you didn't catch my video last week, I was in the Yorkshire Dales up at Ribblehead Viaduct and Haworth, and I did some sunset landscape photography up there. I'll put a link up to that video up here. And I'm going to be back in the Yorkshire Dales next week, so if you're watching this video on the Sunday that it's published, I'll actually be there as you're watching on a camping trip. So I'm going to do another video next week in the Yorkshire Dales, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you just like landscape photography, outdoor photography, wildlife, all that kind of stuff in general, then if you're not already subscribed to my channel, then please consider doing so. I can't believe how many people have already subscribed. I'm over 700 subscribers at the moment, I think. And yeah, it's just amazing. I never thought I'd reach 500, let alone 700. So yeah, thanks a lot for everyone who's subscribed already. Really appreciate it. It's really great to know that there are people out there watching my stuff and getting something out of it as much as I'm getting out of making it. So yeah, if you're not already subscribed, then please consider doing so. As I always say, you can click on the big red button down there or on my face over here. And that way you'll keep up to date with what I'm doing each week. And there's a new video every Sunday morning at 10 AM UK time. So that's it for this one, and I hope you'll catch me for the next one. But till then, bye for now.